to do, that is?
Well, certainly there's things to do. You can
No, there isn't.
trim a few hedges, rake the leaves. Always a few extra leaves that come down after, you know, they come over from your neighbor's lawn. They blow over after you clean your lawn.
Yeah, the neighbor ought to come over and rake them.
I'll tell them that, okay?
Yeah, you're my neighbor.
Oh.
Get over there and rake my leaves.
I'll give it a try anyway. Anyway, things are going to be good for outdoor work this weekend in the Ohio Valley. Even though it's not going to be overly warm, probably mid-40s, lots of sunshine and almost no wind will make things seem a good bit warmer than it actually will be on the old thermometer. Let's check, first of all, the cold readings at 10 o'clock this evening around the Ohio Valley. Our weather, let's not check those. Let's check some snow, first of all. Let's talk some good things today. Snow, not around here, but if it's from somewhere in Vermont, a small airport in Vermont, getting things ready, of course. When you have a foot or so of snow, you've got to clean it up. Let time for the airplanes to come in, but once you take care of business, it's time to have a little fun, right? So let's get in that snow and have a little fun now. Build some snowmen, some castles, have a snowball battle, all kinds of fun things to do in the snows. They had up to 2.5 feet of snow in parts of the hills of Montana and New Hampshire last night. The storm is now nothing much at all, blowing off the coast pretty quickly this evening. Now let's take a look at our current, this is an hour ago, readings across the Ohio Valley. It's still cloudy down to our south and southwest, or I should say cloudy again to our south and southwest. So Bowling Green and Paducah are by far the warmest places right now. Skies, of course, clear as the afternoon progressed around here this afternoon, so we're still on the clear side tonight. Below freezing readings here, well below freezing readings to our north and to our east, mostly in the mid-20s, and things are going to get very cold and very frosty by tomorrow morning. In fact, now at 11 o'clock, we are down to our coldest temperature of the day so far in Louisville, 29 degrees at Stanford, 28 degrees out of Bowman. The humidity is quite high, 93%. That means we're going to see a very large deposit of frost on the ground tomorrow morning, as well as some scattered fog around as well. And then today's high was 41 degrees. We'll probably get there or higher by the afternoon hours tomorrow. Around the nation tonight, the satellite photograph is showing the storm of yesterday, which caused the big snows in New England, which you just saw on the tape, has moved pretty well off the coast, dying out, spinning itself out tonight. Only a few snow flurries left up there, but the big news for us, of course, is the clearing trend across the Ohio Valley. These clouds are going to scoot to our south throughout the weekend, and the clearing trend come in here to make things pretty nice for a large part of the weekend. High pressure is sprawled out all over the country, at least our parts of the country. One to our north, one to our south, one out in the Rocky Mountain states, and one over to our east as well, right on top of us. These will all be shifting around a bit, but more or less being in charge of our weather throughout the weekend. That means we're going to see a continuation of light winds, maybe a cloud or two off and on, but for the most part, very comfortable weather throughout the Ohio Valley. Cold nights and mild to cool afternoons. This little cool front to our north will drop through here a little bit by tomorrow night, probably. We probably won't even notice it at all, except the second high will keep temperatures from rising any on Sunday, but still be very, very comfortable. All the rainy and snowy type weather is around the fringes right now. Some snow flurries in New England, a few rain showers in the far southeastern part of the country, and a few rain showers out west as well. Today in Louisville, we had a higher reading of 41. We shared that high with 5 other cities across the nation today, sprawled out from Nevada to Montana, all the way over to the eastern seaboard. Things are all pretty well uniform across the middle latitudes of the United States today, including us here in the Ohio Valley. If you're going to travel this weekend, there are no spots to be worried about, no major areas of any kind of road problems or snow expected throughout the weekend, so no problems there. If you're driving, however, it's going to be quite rainy across the Southlands throughout the weekend, so take a little precaution down that part of the country. Our forecast, though, for the weekend couldn't be better for December. The halcyon days continue, I guess, the calm period around the winter solstice. Tonight's low should be around 23 degrees, and again, plenty of frost and some light fog in patchy areas. Tomorrow, a very pleasant day, lots of sunshine, cool temperatures, high near 45, but little if any wind. Same thing on Sunday, warming a bit on Monday and Tuesday with increasing clouds. There'll be a chance of some rain showers also in the picture by the middle of next week. If you're weather sensitive, also no problems there either. None throughout the weekend expected.
50s next week.
Quite possible.
We're going to pay for this, aren't we, in January?
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, why not? Enjoy this stuff. Yeah, the weather really couldn't be better at Fort Knox tonight. The Missy Nemsic play a little out of the ordinary. The Eastside Christian Church is putting on a live nativity. Everything's real, alive, even the animals. 80 members of the congregation are taking part in this. The cast, by the way, changes every hour. If you like basketball, you'll like Bob Domity's. For something called a breath blaster this Christmas, you need to see this next story. In tonight's What's Hot and What's Not, Scott Patrick features a toy that is hot to kids and definitely not hot to adults.
Toys under the tree this year have gone from the sublime to the slime. Some of the hottest dolls are the sickest, called breath blasters. They're a breath of foul air. Meet Victor Vomit. He's on the right. Ms. Morning Breath here in the middle, and Death Breath. All emit a grave odor when you squeeze them. The package says, "Squeeze me if you dare for a blast of bad air." The dolls mean it.
Yuck. Come on, Rachel.
Man, it stinks, man. It smells like somebody's feet.
It smells good, Rachel.
That thing reeks, man.
Oh, the inside of a tennis shoe, a used tennis shoe. Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't want to smell any more of him. It's horrible. It's gross. Poor taste. What do you think about him, Omar?
It stinks. Come on, Rachel.
It smells like my dad coming out of a bathroom.
We got to get to the bottom of this. Here's the man who can answer it. Santa, what does this smell like to you? Take a good whiff of that.
Oh, that smells disgusting.
Your elves wouldn't be responsible for this stuff. Your elves making this stuff up at the North Pole?
No, my elves are not doing anything like this. We make nothing but respectable toys.
Breath Blasters isn't the only sick toy in town this Christmas. There's a rude Ralph who not only smells bad, but he makes rude noises. And one toy store is advertising a slime pit playset. Evil pit of gruesome ooze. Skullhead opens to coat warrior with slime. Compound included. You know, if this trend continues, maybe by next Christmas we'll have a new toy store. We'll call it Toys Barf Us. Scott Patrick, WAVE-TV News.
That is disgusting.
It is awful.
Have you smelled one of these things?
I've been smelling it all day in the newsroom.
Yeah.
Have you smelled one of these?
Yeah.
You don't want me to spray it?
No.
This thing stinks just sitting here.
That's right.
A skunk on the highway smells better than that.
They are really vile.
They are. Why would anyone buy
On that
one?
note, you have a nice weekend.
How much they cost?
Too much.
Yes.